All right, the next one, you go first on this one. Kingdom Hearts, are you hot or cold?
I am lukewarm. I tell you why. I love
Mhm.
the characters, especially the Disney stuff. Final Fantasy, I'm more of a fan of Final Fantasy from six on back. Huge fan of everything up to Final Fantasy six. It gets shaky after that. Once they started having long shampooed hair, I got a little iffy. Once they stopped lifting weights, I got a little iffy. Um, Once Amino stopped doing the artwork, I got a little iffy. But I like Final Fantasy enough. Love Disney, Pixar. So I'm somewhat excited about it. But a lot of people have said this in their previews. Nobody really knows what Kingdom Hearts is about.
Mhm.
And again, the great RPGs that have been released since Kingdom Hearts. You talking about Witcher 3, you talking about the Mass Effect trilogy, you talking about Dragon Age Origins and Awakening, you talking about Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, all that stuff. You can't give me some nonsense story and I'm just gonna like it because the characters are cute and in nice looking polygons. So I'm
Yeah.
lukewarm because I am not about, and I'll even throw the South Park stick of truth in there. Like
Yeah.
I am not about playing a game that doesn't make sense anymore. If it's an RPG, if it's an RPG, I need a story that makes sense, and so far I'm not convinced that they have dedicated themselves to
Well, for me, I'm lukewarm as well, and a lukewarm for me for this particular genre is a compliment, right?
that.
Because I'm not a huge RPG guy, right?
Yeah,
But I am a huge fan of mashup rosters and mashup character, character sets. I've always loved those what if type of things. I
yeah,
remember that was one of my favorite comic book series from Marvels, the what if comics,
yeah.
where they would bring in all this different stuff that was from or whatever. And then I remember there's been a couple, I think, people have done Marvel versus DC type of concepts, and that like that kind of stuff, just I love it, right? It's
Yeah.
awesome to think about. So bringing in Disney and Square Enix and all of these different characters and bringing that in, that has always excited me about Kingdom Hearts or whatever. But I don't love the overall concept, but I'm willing and interested to look. One of the things that does have me a little bit worried, and some people are considering this a positive, is that they've switched the engine from the Luminous engine to Unreal 4, to the
Yeah.
Unreal 4 engine. And I understand that the Unreal 4 engine is, or Unreal Engine 4 is something that is supposedly more developer friendly, and
Mhm.
that the Luminous engine had some problems with it. But if you've ever worked in any place where there's a team and there's a group, and so you have this large contingent that's been there for a while, and then you have some new people or what have you, and there's a way that they've always done something, right? And then something comes in from the top, from management, and they say, we're changing all this. We're going to change the way this whole thing is done. We're going to do it like this. If you've ever been worked at any place where you've seen something like that happen, there's always pushback
Mhm.
from the people who have been there. And they're like, well, we were doing it like this before, especially if they've had any level of success beforehand. So I'm a little bit not this much concerned, but this much concerned about the cohesion in that switch over. So that's one thing we'll wait to see how that works out. But everybody's hyped for this game, at least all of the diehard fans of
Yeah.
the series. I mean, man, they had a trailer that was out. Maybe it was out 4 days. It had out 4.5 million views already. So
Mm.
people are looking.
Pocket, I'll be weak. I'm rather unique.